Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are live. You want the smoke? We're bringing the smoke. This is Monster Factory TRL 79.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TRL 79.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is David
Please join me
Goldie.
at this time in welcoming Pete's Posi.
I am here with Skylar Ashwood, and we got Pete's Posse coming out. Always my favorite thing to watch on TRL.
Always yours and always a pestilence and a nuisance to the rest of the crowd here in Paulsboro. Let's see what kind of hijinks. Look at how decked out. I'm speechless. I'm speechless at the tux there. Isaac Taylor, dressed to the nines.
Hey, no more motivation to wear suits constantly than getting rejected.
All right. Hey, listen, this is the big night. This is the night that we have been waiting for now. Ever since Valentine's Day when that horrible harpy, Stevie Brooks, broke your heart, you just haven't been the same. You're horrible. She broke his heart, but we're about to fix that.
Now that's not nice.
I think it's perfectly appropriate, honestly.
But we'll see what Pete Carter is up to with Isaac Taylor.
Now listen, I see you're look at you. You look like a young Ric Flair. You got your sunglasses on. You're in the suit. You're styling and profiling here. All right, yeah. Now hold on. You got flowers? You got candy. You got the good stuff from Ollie. You probably should take the price tag off of that. Here we go. All right. Let's undo the stop button here. Let's undo the button. There you go. Show off the chest hair. There we go. Now, are you ready to meet your new girlfriend?
We're so ready, Pete.
All right. So what I did was I know what kind of woman you like. So I went out and I found someone who is quirkier, someone who is more uniqueier, someone who is incredibly not like any other girls. Let's give a warm Monster Factory welcome to the fabulous Marsha.
Well, you said Marsha. Oh my God, who is this, Pete Carter? I've never seen this woman here in my life. She's stepping through the doors of the Monster Factory for the first time. What a knockout. I mean, how can you not love that 5 o'clock shadow on a beautiful knockout like that?
Something is a little fishy here.
Well, you get the Goodwill dress, you get the nice makeup, and you get the earrings.
They steal that out of Michelle's closet?
What's this? What is this? What is it? Do you think I'm stupid? That's clearly Milton right there.
This is Milton's sister, Marsha.
Marsha?
What a knockout.
It's Milton in drag. Who are you kidding, Pete?
It's Marsha Malo.
It's Marsha Malo Lobo. It's hyphenated.
You got a nice little purple price tag on the dress.
Complete with the traditional Hispanic double name?
I don't really know what to make of all this.
Neither do we.
You don't know what to make of all this. This was your idea, Pete. What are you talking about? You're telling me that you thought you should dress up Milton in drag, make him look all nice and pretty, just because I was a little down in the dumps about not having a girl?
Look, I tried to find you a girlfriend, all right, but here's how it works. When a guy my age talks to girls your age, it gets really creepy really quickly, all right? So then I thought, well, maybe you'd be into cougars, and I thought, well, maybe I should try to find a woman that I went to high school with or to college with. But all the ones my age who are single, they're felons, and not like the good kind of felony, not like the white collar stuff. These are very bad people. And then I thought, maybe we just get a woman from the TRL audience. And then I realized you deserve better than some Paulsboro tart with a 4th grade education and dentures that she got on clearance down at Dollar General.
Isaac Taylor learning what catfishing means real quick.
Ugly loser.
Pete? Let me talk, all right? Shut up. None of us are losers, all right? I think Milton actually looks kind of nice. done for me. This was really this just is. Okay, let's not go that far. Let's not go that far.
I think the audience is pushing it here.
I don't know. I mean, how can you resist the knockout?
Young lady, so she's not going to kiss you, I'm pretty sure. I'm sorry, the game is up. He figured it out, Milton. And Milton, by the way, Milton assured me that you would not know the difference, that he would fool you and you would not know.
I tried, bro. I will save my leg.
25, dude.
And you know what? I appreciate that, Milton, okay? I really appreciate it. And I think I've realized that when you have such a great posse like you guys, who really needs...
Well, great on the parade here.
I think this Milton bit is lacking in some fabulosity, and Sebastian Valentino is here to correct that.
Sebastian smelled something fishy in the Monster Factory.
First of all, Marsha, you've never looked better than you do tonight. But Isaac, it's so funny to me that your friends had to come up with this whole plan behind your back just so you think that someone would like you.
Wow.
Harsh words.
And you know, Pete, I know last week I chased you around, I caught you, I stole your hat. But I still think we got some unfinished business here, okay?
Actually, Corey, you got it.
From
Hey!
behind. Milton and Isaac and assaulting poor Sebastian Valentino when he was only out here to even the score with Pete Carter.
Well, Sebastian wanted to be a relationship therapist.
This is low. This is despicable.
I mean, whoever this new lady
What?
is,
That's
she's got
marvelous.
some marvelous.
That's marvelous. You want to talk about evening the score? Marvelous with his own share of issues with Pete's posse.
Now Marsha Malo getting taken out by that back elbow.
Pete Carter, he's got his eyes on Pete Carter. Pete Carter has mini Marvelous turned Cowboy Marvelous. He's had him for weeks, months. Marvelous has been bent on getting him back, and Pete's posse, the numbers advantage. Too much for...
Oh, wait a second. The music's playing,
No
Skylar!
way.
The
No way,
music's
it's Dadbod!
playing!
It's Dadbod!
It wouldn't be a date night without 69 tons of dark matter! And Marsha Malo gets it! Isaac Taylor gets some too!
Nobody does back with a vengeance like the God of Dadbod, sandwiching Marsha, Milton, whatever you want to call him tonight.
Dadbod rocking the absolute sexiest Hawaiian shirt I've ever seen him wear!
Pete's posse into each other and sandwiched into the corner.
Uh-oh, now Sebastian into the corner with the knees.
Sebastian and Marvelous getting a little revenge of their own.
Now Marvelous with some knees of his own to Isaac Taylor. Uh-oh, followed by the Iron Claw Slam.
And down goes MFPW's
Oh,
president back.
could we be seeing the return of the skull-crushing Gydos?
Pete not doing a thing to help Isaac Taylor as Dadbod's crushing his skull. Dadbod with a statement return tonight to the Monster Factory.
Skylar, we have had TRL for 79 episodes, and this may be the strangest thing I've ever seen on this show.
And one of the most impactful comebacks by God of Dadbod.
I mean, first we had the debut of Marsha Malo, and then the return of the God of Dadbod.
And everybody wants one more time.
Poor Isaac
Not
Taylor.
gonna be a good night to be Isaac Taylor.
Hey,
One more time with a God dose.
hey, maybe he'll find someone who loves him one day.
Maybe in his dreams. Marvelous dragging Isaac Taylor out of the ring.
Are we going to see a classic old school body snatch?
Many here in the Monster Factory falling victim to it. Will Isaac Taylor be just another? Maybe they can take him somewhere he can find him a woman.
Just like the good old days, we haven't seen a proper body snatch in a long time.
This is historic. I've never seen Valentino participate in a body snatch.
Sebastian Valentino is an honorary member of the Body Snatchers. I don't know, that kind of sits well with me. I like that idea.
Welcome back, God of Dadbod. That was something else. Ladies and gentlemen, we're already off to a hot start here.
Yes, I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do commentary with you, Skylar, for the longest time, and it's finally happening tonight.
Without a doubt, that, and we get the marvelous velvet dress of Mets.
Red velvet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Williamsburg, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 175 pounds, the Crucible, Tim Dynamite!
Well, if you were looking for somebody more full of himself than Isaac Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you Tim Dynamite.
You know, this crowd definitely has gotten a lot better in the last couple of weeks, especially with the arrival of Tim Dynamite, or as the crowd knows him, Mr. Tiny Tim. Tim Dynamite, pretty much a mainstay at the Monster Factory at this point, pretty talented in his own right. He is going up against another former tag partner of mine in this man. Sosa, Skylar.
We do indeed, or as they say south of the border, damas y caballeros, Sosa está aquí.
Those were words. I don't speak Spanish, but nevertheless, Sosa turning up with his incredible athleticism and high-flying skills, wearing the magic carpet to the ring, egging on Tim Dynamite to fight him.
I think that poncho is right up there with Sebastian Valentino's magic coat in some of the most envied articles of clothing here at the Monster Factory.
Hey, as it goes with the Phillies, call me a word that starts with B because I love Sosa. Anyways, here we go. Action is almost underway. What he said. Oh, brother said stupido.
This match is off. Sosa, the high flyer. Tim Dynamite, definite all-rounder.
It's an early wrist lock. Tim Dynamite down to a knee already. Now let's take a look at both their ring styles. Sosa, more high-flying. Tim Dynamite, very much more ground and pound, but you'll notice Tim Dynamite has a couple of nasty moves in his arsenal, namely that sweet Pele kick that'll hit you out of nowhere. Sosa better keep an eye out for that, but Tim Dynamite, very experienced in rings. Sosa having some experience of his own, catches him with a wrist lock drag, but Sosa flips it around.
Working that arm as Tim Dynamite tries to fight back. The fans want him to break it. Tim Dynamite tries to flip out.
What is that?
Oh, nice hold there by Sosa.
Switching him into an Americano onto the ground. Trying to get to a hammerlock, but Tim Dynamite backs him up into the corner. Sosa showing compliance with the referee.
Oh, that was a shot to the stomach.
See a cheap shot by Tim Dynamite. He was supposed to back up and give Sosa some space.
Tim Dynamite taking exception to Sosa working over his arm. Sosa with the reversal. The Irish champion into an
deep arm drag. And there's a second one.
Sosa with a Superman punch in the corner. What's one more? Sending Dynamite across the ring. Dynamite with a reversal.
Oh, Sosa with the up and over. Runs corner to corner. Drop kick.
Devlin, you got to be impressed as Sosa goes into the cover, gets a 2 count. Just that hang time as this man takes to the air.
Yeah, Sosa's been driving me to up my game a little bit. Every time I see him wrestle and pull out some cool moves like that, I got to match that. Sosa's a role model. He's a talent and a half.
Teaching the crowd to count in Spanish.
He knows that.
Laying the fist into the forehead.
Call him Professor Sosa because class is in session. He took a little too long on that as Tim Dynamite manages to sweep the ankle.
I think Sosa hit the mouth, possibly his teeth, on that turnbuckle there.
Catches the boot. And here we go for the... Oh, he's not there yet. Catches him with the mean streets.
Into the cover, shoulders down, got a 2 count.
The mean streets of, wait for it, Royersford, Skyler.
I'm not sure where Royersford is, but Sosa knows where that middle rope is as Tim Dynamite chokes him over it. Referee administering the count, got to a 4 before Tim Dynamite breaks.
What I know about it is it's a small town in Pennsylvania about the size of a postage stamp, about 10 blocks by 10 blocks. All their municipal buildings are in the same building.
Impressive slide and rebound elbow there by Tim Dynamite into a cover.
Euro or something like that, but Sosa powering out. Dynamite's got to stay grounded. He cannot let Sosa spread his wings. Fueled by this crowd's love for him. He does
snapmare.
Another snapmare. Didn't quite get all of that, but gets the chin lock in regardless.
Cutting off that blood flow to the head of Sosa as the referee's checking.
Now Sosa, I want to say cursing Tim Dynamite out in Spanish. I don't know a lick of Spanish, but that's my interpretation.
I know a little bit, and I could maybe tell you what he said, but it would never make television.
I know Ola.
Well, Tim Dynamite knows up and over, drop kicking Sosa back into the corner.
With Sosa with the reversal. Tim Dynamite slides.
Oh! Falling for that twice.
Kick to the chest. Tim
Sosa.
Dynamite staggered.
Back elbow.
Oh, Tim Dynamite reeling.
Scoop slam puts him down in the middle of the ring.
Now Sosa's feeling it. He's got a breather, but he's going high risk.
Sosa with a
lion salt.
Hook of the leg only gets 2.
Beautiful angle. He went in for that lion salt. A little crooked, but straightened it out real good.
Sosa going back up to the top.
We're about to buy a ticket to Sosa Airlines, Skyler. Population 1.
I hope he's communicating with air traffic control, and he wasn't because he crashed and burned.
What a miss!
Oh, that took the wind out of him. Tim Dynamite now.
Oh, but Sosa fights out of it still.
Dynamite into the rope. Sosa was going for a...
Oh, O'Connor roll.
And Dynamite reverses. Hook of the tights. It gets 3. Tim
what
Dynamite.
Was that?
That was Tim Dynamite pulling a fast one.
I could have sworn that was 3.
Dynamite!
Look of disbelief on Tim Dynamite's face. He knows he pulled a fast one there. He knows he just got away with something.
I don't know what
smirk
Dynamite
right
did. He should have been pinned for 3. That was a 3 count I saw. But regardless, ref didn't catch that 3. He caught the 3 on Sosa though, missed the tights. Tim Dynamite escapes this match by the skin of his teeth.
Tim Dynamite picking up a W here.
Rough night for Sosa, but there's always tomorrow, Sosa. Always fight for tomorrow.
Always. Ladies and gentlemen, this is TRL 79. Do not forget to join us here next week for TRL, as well as April 20th for We've Been Here. Tickets on sale now. Make sure to get yours. That front row will go fast. This whole place will go fast. You do not want to miss it. April 20th, Monster Factory presents We've Been Here as we take it back to Mets in the ring.
Hey, Golden!
The following tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall.
Or we'll make Whiteville Tuesday.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 420 pounds, rocking their way across the USA, Christian Rocco Oliver. They are the Ollie Rock Express.
Bring it up, everybody! Come on!
next here, Skylar?
I see a puppet in the crowd there. Christian Rocco, a longtime fan favorite here at the Monster Factory.
Christian Rocco feeling himself alive. Like, he is really enjoying this crowd. Ollie's just done with it all.
Ollie's not feeling the spirit.
Ollie, you've been in the ring for like 30 seconds and you're already done. Why are you here?
It's too early to give up on life, Ollie.
And Happy Hunting hits the speakers. The crowd hears that song. They know who's coming out with those big gold belts. Ladies and gentlemen, Papa Juice in the red, Kid Chaos in the blue, father and son. They have been tag team champions coming up on 6 months after dethroning the Heavenly Icons at Turkey Slam all the way back in November. But they've got probably the biggest threat to their tag title reign ever. And I mean ever, Skylar.
Without a doubt, but important to note that tonight's contest against Ollie Rock Express is a non-title matchup. So,
think it takes a little bit of pressure off the champs?
possibly with the championships not being on the line. However, you do have to take into consideration with who they have on the horizon.
Max Sterling, Getty Cahoon, two men who nearly knocked the taste out of my mouth a while ago.
The messengers of misery indeed, and I can think that they would love nothing more than to see Controlled Chaos get worn down or possibly hurt here tonight. Anything for them to exploit whenever they get their own match for the Monster Factory Tag Team Championships.
The bond between Controlled Chaos is built on love and hard work and respect. The bond between the messengers of misery is built on destruction and hatred. You cannot have a more polarizing dynamic than that. Speaking of polarizing dynamics, let's talk about Christian Rocco and Oliver for a second.
Absolutely. If Christian Rocco and Oliver could pull off an upset victory here tonight, you have to wonder if that would change the conversation of the championship match coming up.
Well, Ollie Rock, former multi-time tag team champions, we got a double pass by here. Ducks under the legs with the drop down. Rocco gets to the drop kick, but I'm specifically talking about Oliver's kind of change in personality here with Christian Rocco kind of coming off of the sidelines back into a game that is a little on fire. Ollie's changed. I don't think Christian Rocco's changed along with him.
But you can't ignore the fact that Kid Chaos is on a roll in the ring, launching those kicks, those sweeps, shades of his dad. You know he learned that in the Red Dragon Dojo.
Gnarly line from the top rope from Papa Juice, and yeah, those kicks will put you out forever. They will knock your lights out. They are that fast, that deadly. Ollie's in.
Whoa.
Ducks a wild spinning heel kick from Papa Juice.
Ollie able to throw some kicks of his own. Papa Juice up and over, sending Ollie into the turnbuckle. Back elbow misses. Ollie.
Whips him into the corner, catches the boot.
A kick right to the head of Oliver. That rocked him. Papa Juice.
Oliver, a multi-year veteran, however, Papa Juice probably has more tenure than he does, to be fair. Some of the most devastating offense in the entire Monster Factory with the kicks.
That little sliding flatliner. Oliver kicks out at 2. Kid Chaos almost got him there.
Yeah, Kid Chaos, Papa Juice. Oh, Ollie with a cheap throat chop.
Back elbow by Oliver drops Kid Chaos.
So this is
mounting him and just raining down punches in spite of the referee's count. You talk about this attitude change with Oliver.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Ollie loves to take over the match, loves to inflict painless punishments. Christian Rocco's not like that. Christian Rocco's, or is he? There's a little conflict.
Whoa. Almost hit his tag partner there. Papa Juice is up top now.
There's a little bit of a dissension between Ollie Rock
taking flight, double drop kick.
And Papa Juice, the tag team specialist, takes advantage of the, I'm gonna say it, argument between those two. Leapfrog to the top.
And Oliver intercepting, knocking Papa Juice off the top rope.
I don't think Christian Rocco noticed what happened. He's going to take full advantage and leave with a clean conscience.
Rocco with suplex.
Snap suplex by Papa Juice. Rocco going to try and pin him. End the match squeaky clean.
Didn't work out. Kick out after a count of 1 and a knee right to the back. Christian Rocco taking advantage of a downed Papa Juice. Papa Juice fighting back into the ropes. Christian Rocco ducks the clothesline into. Pinning combination there.
Pulls the legs in for the fall. Not able to get it. Kid Chaos looking to tag in. Well, the only person getting tagged in is Oliver. Papa Juice's worst nightmare in this match right now. Now Oliver, with his lack of conscience, gets to have his way with him.
Kick out after 2.
Shoots the half, but still. Club in the belly. And Papa Juice's son, Kid Chaos, desperately looking to get into this match, hyping up the crowd as Papa Juice looks to get to his son to make the tag, to save their hopes of this match. 4 minutes in. Ali desperately needs to maintain momentum, needs to keep Controlled Chaos grounded.
Into the cover, 2. Papa Juice kicks out at 2. Oliver and Rocco definitely in control of this match. The crowd saying Rocco's better.
Yeah, probably gonna get under Oliver's skin a lot. Really interesting how that's gonna change their dynamic. But regardless,
Giant scoop slam there by Christian Rocco and the rapid fire tags between Ollie Rock Express.
Yeah, sliding him right back into the corner. What are they going up for here? He's going to Magic Killer.
Rolling him off the shoulder, hook of the leg, and that,
And here comes Kid
just had
Chaos.
to save his dad right there. That would have been 3.
Another 3.
Papa Juice in a bad way, needs to get to his son in the corner.
Yeah, Kid Chaos
Oliver,
taking a long time to get out of the ring, buying
that
some time.
German suplex, you know what that feels like, Ridley.
Yeah, he tumbleweeded me all the way across the ring. His Germans are nasty, Skylar. But now Papa Juice has a clear lane to get to his son.
Tag into Kid Chaos, who comes in, he's on fire.
Oliver's still dazed. Kid Chaos knocks off Rocco. There's a line. There, ducks the kick.
Up for a scoop slam, Kid Chaos reverses.
Sling blade! Kid Chaos can fire up a crowd like no one else. Goes for a forearm in the corner. Ollie shoves him off. Was probably looking for a snapmare.
Super kick, that caught him right on the chin. Oliver falls back into a tag.
Give him
Christian
some more
Rocco.
brain damage as Christian Rocco's in.
Shutting down Kid Chaos with the back.
And now it's Rocco who's on a roll.
Ollie, I got it!
Oh, breakdown in communication from Ollie Rock Express.
I got it! Get this!
Oh. Oliver just pushed him
Right into critical chaos.
into the pin. And that's it.
Oliver, what have you done?
He just abandoned his tag partner.
Wait a second.
Speak of the devils and they shall appear.
Please stop what you're doing. We have to get involved. We have to put ourselves in the middle here because we don't want to shut up. We don't want to see these two maniacs. We don't want to see these two unhinged maniacs injure and hurt another defenseless wrestler.
We know you guys are about to lay another beat down on somebody.
No,
you
we're not.
Lose your cool.
Because you know what you two are, as we rechristened you? You are uncontrolled chaos. You are uncontrolled.
Uncontrolled.
You're showing it right now. Do you people see this? Do you see this unsafe? These maniacs. Look what they did to this poor guy. And they want to hurt him even more? We can't allow that to happen. Can we get some officials in here?
Help us stand out. Help us stand out.
Their mics are hooked directly into our headphones, and I can barely hear them over the crowd absolutely hating them.
Listen, pay attention. Pick better heroes. Pick better heroes.
Well said.
Oh, the shot sent. I don't know what that was, Skylar.
I feel like the Messengers of Misery may be playing the long game here, playing the psychological game, getting into the heads of Control Chaos, trying to shake them before their championship match.
They're appealing to their conscience. They're signaling that, I don't know, virtual signaling is what I like to call that.
Well, whatever you call it, those two teams will collide for the Monster Factory Tag Team Championships. Ladies and gentlemen, do not miss April 20th. We've been here, right here at the world famous Monster Factory. Tickets are on sale. Get yours today. They're going to go fast as we turn it back over to the ring to Mets.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
I am the Eon of Excellence, the chosen one, JT Logan. Role models ain't real, but I am.
Introducing first, fighting out of Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 246 pounds, the Eon JTL.
JTL, the premier athlete here at the Monster Factory.
JTL, what I can tell ya, he is pound for pound the single strongest man in this entire factory. There are no modifiers to that. He is. Speaking of absolute powerhouses, JTL may be an unstoppable force. Well, JTL, meet your immovable object.
From Marlton, New Jersey, weighing in at 207 pounds, David Goldie!
David Goldie. Nothing he hasn't done here at the Monster Factory. And definitely a tall order for JTL to take on tonight.
In a wrestling match, it's going to come down to experience versus power. Both of those men have those attributes scaled up to 20.
I think that there is an argument to be made that Goldie's weapon in this match is going to be his speed. Slight size advantage for JTL. Goldie, one of the high flyers here, one of the quickest guys on the roster. Let's see what his strategy is to take on.
Well, that's all good, fun and good. I don't care how experienced you are. It only takes one good shot to bring someone down. Someone like JTL or Goldie even.
Absolutely, Goldie with that springboard knee off the top rope, the Ushigoroshi, so many things he can hit you with from out of nowhere, as JTL is going to the mats with him and trying to out-wrestle Goldie.
Yeah, JTL, a Jiu-Jitsu black belt. And I like to say, Skylar, pro wrestling is an underdog's world. Anything can happen. Goldie could be on the receiving end of the biggest upset in Monster Factory history, for all we know.
And what a feather in the cap of JTL, well, that would be as he controls Goldie in a hammerlock and now into a headlock.
Yep. Well, Goldie, in a rare situation, Goldie being overpowered. It's not often we see that happen. Goldie is absolutely toned, and he is muscular.
Look at the height on that jump as Goldie
with a reverse leapfrog crossbody.
Again and again on JTL.
Very few people could potentially overpower Goldie. JTL is one of them.
Without a doubt, as the crowd's calling for the
Goldie's.
shots.
Oh no. I'll never get tired of a rib-shattering chop, Skylar.
Oh, that smack echoing. You can hear that across the bridge in Philadelphia.
Oh, Goldie hooking the feet in for a monkey flip.
Oh, sending JTL flying across the ring. Goldie getting back in control of this match.
There's enough power in those quads to almost make JTL do a complete flip. And look at that picture-perfect arm drag. Right into an armbar, trying to ground JTL. You see Goldie's right knee on his head.
Without a doubt, David Goldie playing Quadzilla flexing on us tonight as he applies that armbar.
JTL can out-wrestle just about anyone, but Goldie wrestles like a professional. He will arm drag anyone. I don't care how strong you are. He will put that arm lock on.
Goldie's in the ropes. JTL had Goldie in the ropes and pulled him, sending him face first into that top rope.
And this could be that shot I was talking about. No wrestler could really withstand having a steel cable wrapped in hosing smashed against their face. And JTL is a powerful dude. He really yanked Goldie's head into that rope with as much force as he could.
And a chop of his
my
own.
God. JTL didn't come here to play, fellas.
What goes around comes around as JTL. Goldie, a little payback there, but you can see that shot to his head from the top rope is starting to take its toll on him. Goldie wobbled. JTL getting to his feet. Hits a jawbreaker on Goldie, capitalizing on what he was able to do, the damage he did to Goldie's head and jaw earlier. And then an alley-oop out of the corner.
Crazy move from JTL.
Into the cover. Goldie out at 1.
Yeah, JTL not hooking the leg. Also looking right into the lens of our crane camera on the side. I don't know if he really is taking this match seriously. And I feel like if there is any match you would have in the Monster Factory that you want to take seriously, it's against the man from the Monster Factory, Goldie. Ducks that, going for an O'Connor roll.
Sending David Goldie
and
into the
again,
ropes
that head connects with the ropes. And again, Goldie's head connects with the ropes.
I don't know if that was a head connecting or if that was Goldie's throat going right across that top rope.
Regardless, JTL's attacked Goldie's head and throat with those ropes 3 times.
Spaghetti legs. Snap suplex.
I thought he was about to take him into the stratosphere, but no, there's that insane power. JTL, my man.
The arrogant covers not paying off as David Goldie able to kick out.
Brother, don't be cocky. This is Goldie. This is David Goldie. What are you being so lackadaisical about? This man is a multi-time Monster Factory champion. He's done it all.
Putting the boots to David Goldie.
And you're going to put a knee on him. Talk trash to the camera.
Making him smile for the camera. He's toying around with a very experienced man in there. JTL still fairly new at this himself. It's Goldie trying to get back to his feet. A hard shot to the side of the head by JTL.
I think those punches are only firing Goldie up. He's back to 1 foot already. Now he's on both feet. Blocks the punch. Catches him with a great right hand.
And again with an elbow.
There's a forearm, my bad. Weaves the line. That was a Death Rider DDT. That's going to give Goldie the opening. He needs to get back into this match.
Really effective there as both men are down. Goldie trying to fight his way back to his feet.
Goldie
using the ropes to get up.
Goldie's up first, though. Goldie's up first. The back elbow. JTL slow to get up. Flapjack from Goldie with the most beautiful kip up you will ever see.
Dictionary definition of agility as Goldie setting up for this knee.
JTL, I don't know how much Goldie match is even watching.
Plenty enough to dodge that. And now the sleeper.
Perfect
JTL.
Ricochet off the ropes right into the sleeper hold.
JTL's got Goldie in trouble.
And JTL has the grapevine now.
Are we going to see a huge upset here?
This could be monumental.
Goldie got the legs off of him and now
rolls
rolled
to
up
his
to
back.
the pin. JTL with a kick out after 2. JTL's eyes just rolled back in his head. Another knee to the face. Shining Wizards sends him head over feet.
I don't care how big you are. A knee to the dome will bring down Hercules for all I care. And another one from the springboard.
Rocked him. JTL is out cold. Goldie hooks the leg for 3.
What a finish.
And your winner, David Goldie.
Goldie cleaned JTL's clock about 3 separate times with those knees. If that man is able to stand tomorrow, that'll be impressive.
Without a doubt, Goldie shutting down JTL, who had him on the ropes several times, but I think he got a little bit arrogant there.
You think?
Well, it cost him big tonight as Goldie picks up the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, we have more action on you for the way to include a huge main event, 6-person tag of Christian Darling teaming up with Stevie Brooks and Mark Raspa Jr. against the notorious Mimi, Jake Manley, and Liam Black.
Mimi and Broad Street Bullies versus Raspa, and it's complicated.
Absolutely. As we know this music. Saul is in the house. It's not Paulsboro tonight. It's Saulsboro.
Good evening, Salisbury, New Jersey. We have a very special show for you tonight. They're coming up. And those stakes are coming in the way of information and answers because all week I have been doing a very special Saul Show investigation. A lot of mysterious things been happening here at the Monster Factory, and I'm not just talking about Marsha Mallow and why Pete has never given me her phone number. No. A lot of out-of-character things here, things that don't seem to add up, things that seem unusual. So I've decided to get right to the gist of it and cut to the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, my first interviewee is a man you all know of. Ladies and gentlemen, put it together or not for Mr. Twitch.
You want to talk about somebody with a lot of explaining to do? Twitch has the crowd completely dumbfounded with his actions last week when he took out both Chris Desmond and Travis Jacobs in the middle of their championship match. Twitch not looking too amused with Saul here today.
Twitch never looks amused with anyone. Let's be real with ourselves here.
Strange and unorthodox, bizarre, but the past month you've been even worse than that. What exactly have you been thinking, Twitch? Because I think everyone else here has noticed that you have been, out of your mind lately.
I mean, it's Twitch.
You want to elaborate on that?
Well, you've had a very higher level of aggression than normally we're accustomed to, and you also decided to screw with a world title match right here on an episode of TRL. Yeah, why? What is going on in that head of yours?
Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I got involved in the main event 2 weeks ago for personal reasons with Travis Jacobs. What I did to Travis Jacobs, that was very personal. He does not deserve to be Monster Factory champion. I don't want him to be Monster Factory champion, so I did something about it. What I did to Chris Desmond afterwards, that was just business. And I have the utmost respect for you, Desmond. And, you owe me a receipt. Whenever you want to give it to me, you know where to find me.
Well, that's the man's answer to my questions. I guess the only thing here is to say that with no due respect, I don't believe a word you just said.
Harsh words by Saul.
Speaking of harsh words, we're about to get some from the crowd when this man walks out.
There's a couple people associated with this music, and it's the Focus, Nick Batee. Oh, hey, we're getting both of them.
It's both of them.
Nick Batee, Brian Morris. If you're talking about the Monster Factory Championship, you know these two are going to have something to say.
Yeah, Nick Batee on a roller coaster path with that title over the last couple of months.
Twitch with a little instigating.
It's Twitch, he instigates.
Brian Morris garnering the Brian Sucks chance without
Leave
even doing
Wonder
anything.
Friend alone.
I know that this is TRL. I know you all had a good time seeing Controlled Chaos, yes? I know you all had a good time seeing Ali Rock Express. There are bigger things happening here at the Monster Factory. My name is Nick Batee. Here's where it gets interesting. Because here is where all of you learn that the Monster Factory Tag Team Division has changed forever.
What does he mean?
I am wearing all black because I am grieving. I am wearing all black because I am mourning. Ask me why. I am grieving. I am mourning because world-renowned as you know it is dead.
Well, I don't think Morris liked that.
Long-awaited announcement there. Yes, Morris does seem dumbfounded.
Something much bigger is coming down the pipeline. Thank you.
Is that all we're getting?
I think Brian Morris is in the dark as the rest of us. That's huge. That's been his friend. That's been his tag partner for years at this point.
Well, how about that for a mic putter downer? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the...
No, we're not doing this yet. We're not ending on that note. Cut the music. Cut. We're not doing this yet. In the back, cut the music right now. I'm not leaving. Cut it right now. You think I'm playing? Cut. Cut the music. I am tired. I've been here for 10 years. 10 years I have busted my ass for this place, and I'm tired of being upstaged and disrespected by people in that locker room that couldn't lace my boots if they worked at a Foot Locker. I told you, when I came back, I'm not just coming back for the Monster Factory Championship, I'm coming back for everything and everyone. God willing, you understand. And God help you if you don't.
I've known Twitch a long time, Ridley, and that is a different Twitch than I have ever seen.
That's a Twitch I'd cross the street to walk on the opposite side of if I ever came across him out in public. Good Lord.
In the better part of a decade that I have known him, I have never seen him like that. That was intense, that was horrifying, and I'd be very concerned if I was Travis Jacobs and Chris Desmond right now. That's how shook this has me.
It has me shook too, Skylar. It has me shook too.
Let's go back to Mets ringside.
Don't forget to join us on April 20th for We've Been Here. Ooh, voice crack. My God.
Stellar performance.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Light up the room with a little more light. I need a lot more focus.
Introducing first, from the Posi Republic, weighing in at 200 pounds, the President, Samael Posi!
Samael Posi in one-on-one action tonight
against Monster Factory's own Ryan Murphy. Now tell me, Skylar, what do you think of this matchup here?
Remains to be seen.
And his opponent, from the world-famous Monster Factory,
chin up,
weighing
chest
in
out,
at
and watch for the shirt.
225 pounds, Ryan Murphy!
Too short, Murphy.
We got intercepted by the air duct.
Oh, I don't know what he's tossing to the crowd there.
Watch for falling objects here. You have a Brian Murphy entrance to the ring. You're gonna get showered in God knows what. And Samael not too happy with the crowd.
No one wants to be
cheering for their homeboy here.
Hey, little girl.
Brian Murphy, Samael, Falsy, the president. We are in for a good old-fashioned Rasslin match here tonight, Skylar.
Without a doubt. Will we see the roll-up? Will we see the unprettier?
Will we see a flatliner from Falsy? He's hit a couple pretty good ones over the last couple weeks.
Well, if Brian Murphy wants to get in and stay in the win column, he's going to have to avoid that for certain. Referee checks. We are off. And Samael wasting no time, drop kicking Brian Murphy into the corner. Murphy's down, and one after the other.
Basement shotgun drop kick.
That's the elevation.
And I'm now convinced Falsy just hates fun. He hates happiness and smiles and things like rainbows and puppies. You don't jump a man like Brian Murphy, who just embodies all the happy things in the world, unless you're just completely heartless. And I don't know, Falsy. Oh! Why did you do that to this man?
The chops are vicious here tonight, and I bet you were glad you're not in that ring, Ridley.
What did Murphy do to you, Falsy?
I think you just spelled it out that Murphy symbolizes everything that makes Falsy miserable, so he's going to take it out on him as Murphy battles back. Only to be shut down by a knee to the midsection by Falsy. Clothesline drops Murphy.
Absolutely leveling Brian Murphy. We're less than a minute in, Skylar.
Already a pin attempt, good for a 2 count. Murphy able to get out. Murphy has got to get off the back foot here. Falsy firmly in control of this match. As he's letting Murphy get up, and that might be a mistake.
Falsy exploded out of the blocks, giving Murphy the beating of a lifetime, and we're not even into the middle stages of this match. Both competitors are still relatively fresh.
What
is happening here?
That was a backdrop attempt, and I think Samael's legs gave out on him, and Murphy came crashing down right on top of him.
You could see the most well-defined handprint on Brian Murphy's chest.
Took the words out of my mouth as Murphy.
Pause your screen.
Missed shoulder tackle. Belly to belly.
The most detailed handprint from a chop I've ever seen as Murphy kicks out. He's got to be in a world of hurt right now. Yeah,
as those cries of pain seem to suggest, and Samael Falsy laying in the boots to Brian Murphy.
Oh, man.
And you want to talk about handprints? I think he might have left another one with that double axe handle, and indeed he did, if you see that spot.
Look at that. Look at his chest. It's like a work of art, Samael tattooed on Brian Murphy's chest in the form of pain. As Murphy starts to fight back and collect himself. You're my brother, Brian Murphy. You can find a way to win this match.
Oh, yeah, you could argue that Falsy just did Murphy a favor. A nice little handprint will show him where to put his hand on his heart when he's saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank God.
And there's a shot across the back. And again, if you look at the back of Brian Murphy, I think you see it's equally tattooed as the front by those shots.
Samael wanted this cut of wrestler. Well done.
Oh,
but Murphy catches him.
Manhattan drop. Think that might have caught him a little low, and we're looking for the unprettier.
He's struggling. He's trying to get him over.
I think he's
trying.
Gonna get him. I think he's gonna do it. Samael Falsy stops him at the last minute with a bell clap.
And now shoved. Oh no.
Big German suplex.
Oh, Brian Murphy stacked up on his shoulders, but able to get out the last second.
Oh, that was so close. And look at the power on display by Samael Falsy.
Samael Falsy is a beast, man. One of the people I will add to my ever-growing list of
again with the chop.
Never piss off or owe money to.
Now Falsy charging up in the corner like a raging bull.
Oh my
God! He
God!
almost hit his head on that turnbuckle post if he actually didn't.
He almost dove clean over the top and into the audience.
That front row almost caught a seated senton.
What is Brian Murphy asking for the referee?
That's chocolate? Murphy powering up, stomping the rapper. And big elbow. Murphy on fire.
Murphy found his second life. What is happening here?
Pump handle action.
There's a T-bone suplex from Brian Murphy.
In case you forgot.
You go, Brian Murphy.
Like a runaway freight train with a hip attack into the corner. Brian Murphy thinking bulldog. And Samuel Falsy reversing. Got him in a fireman's carry.
Brian Murphy slips out. No fireman's carry zone. Could we be seeing the airplane spin?
Yes, we are. We're going for a ride.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, round, round, right round.
And he did spin him right round indeed, and Samuel Falsy can't even stand up. And I think Murphy
absolutely dizzify everyone, and now
sharpshooter, reverse figure four, pin there, and he got 3. Murphy steals one.
And your winner, Brian Murphy!
Brian Murphy finally breaking out that figure 4 roll-up, added to the ever-growing list of roll-ups in the arsenal, as he's done, man. Brian Murphy's used up all of his energy, and Samael's not happy about it, but what can he do? He already took the L.
Brian Murphy collapses out of the ring, rolling out like a log, while Samael is beside himself, throwing a tantrum on the floor.
Yeah, well, hit the showers, Samael. You're finished.
Unbelievable. Brian Murphy pulls out a big win tonight.
Yes, congratulations to my brother Brian Murphy. We got more action coming up. Our main event, 6-man tag match.
Yes, we do, but ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, we are here, April 20th. We've been here. One of our biggest events of the year here at the Monster Factory. You're not going to want to miss what we have in store. Get your tickets online. They are going fast as we turn things over to Mets to bring us into our main event here
Monster
tonight
Factory,
on TRL
are
79.
you ready for your main event of the evening?
Our ring announcer and our 2 referees ready for our explosive 6-man tag.
Introducing first, the team of Liam Black and Jake Manley, the Broad Street Bullies, and their partner, the Notorious Mimi!
Wow. So for the first time, we are seeing the Broad Street Bullies without matching hair, as Jake Manley lost his in that hair versus hair match against Brian Murphy, and Mimi with a nice orange-blue blend.
And their opponents,
nobody's mix and match game is on the Notorious Mimi's level.
the team of Christian Darling, Stevie Brooks, and Mark Raspa Jr.
This team has a lot of gold draped around her. We got the Supersonic Champion and the middleweight medallion holder joining forces to fight what I'm going to consider probably one of the most dangerous 6-man teams in the Monster Factory.
Without a doubt, you look at the accomplishments, the pedigrees of the people in this match. lot going on in that ring right now, and still look at Stevie Brooks. She's ready.
The ring filled with superhumans at the moment.
And of course, as always is the case here on Friday nights, Mark Raspa's stupid friends lighting up the place.
Main character Mark Raspa Jr. in the house, main eventing another TRL. Don't you love to see it, Skylar?
Absolutely. When we talked about, we've been here on April the 20th, standing across the ring from Mark Raspa Jr. is the man who will be challenging him for that middleweight medallion that he has held on to for what feels like forever now.
Things are breaking down immediately, Skylar.
And you notice Mark Raspa going right for Liam Black, making a beeline for him, sending Liam Black and
Mimi's out too.
Both of them over the top rope as Jake Manley is all by his lonesome.
I think I'm going to assume Manley and Darling are starting this one off, trading heavy blows in the middle of the ring. Darling, oh, gets the best of that one.
Supersonic champ outmaneuvers Jake Manley, lifting him up for a vertical suplex, and look at the strength on display. You want to talk about the godlike quads here at the Monster Factory? That conversation never excludes Christian Darling.
Darling, one of the pound-for-pound strongest competitors in the factory, with a spinning sidewalk slam to Manley.
Right on the lower back.
I've always said, if Darling gives the right person a back body drop, they could potentially hit the ceiling. That is how powerful this man is.
The crowd wants Stevie Brooks.
Oh, Manley.
Oh, Manley to the eyes.
Taking the eyes, coming to the back, getting every ounce of leverage he can over Darling. Is he going for a deadlift powerbomb?
And now, Manley being saved for possibly a spine buster, an Alabama slam.
That looked like an Alabama slam attempt to me. And now Darling and Mimi, a pair that's faced off recently for the Supersonic Championship.
Don't forget that brutal street fight between the Heavenly Icons, and it's complicated.
Yeah, don't forget about those chops from Mimi and Manley. And a lot of wrestlers are going to be sore after they wrestle those two. A lot of wrestlers are going to be in pain. But
careful what you ask for, because Stevie Brooks is in now. Body block to Mimi in the corner.
Mimi and Manley take it to a whole new level with their chops. I mean, my chest is still very sore.
Mimi goes down after a clothesline in the corner from Raspa into a pin. Kick out after one.
Raspa trying to shut things down early. Mimi constantly looking to position herself as a top contender for the Monster Factory Championship. Lost to Chris Desmond in a street fight. Looking to get back up to that level. Of course, Travis Jacobs, the one who will be challenging Desmond for that title. Raspa with a scoop slam there.
Mimi out after two. Mimi with a counter chop to the throat. Reverses the momentum in her favor. Raspa ducks a kick. Mimi into the fireman's carry. And
Mimi able to
escapes
escape
like she...
just in time. Now the team of Broad Street Boys and Mimi looking to regroup on the outside. Raspa not letting it happen. Blocks the right.
The fans want the wall. It's a tradition at this point.
Oh no, Mimi reverses!
A ring reversal, and the Mimi gets the wall.
At this point, we got to start paying Pink Floyd royalties for how much we've used the wall.
Us using the wall, that was Raspa.
Oh, look at Liam, look at Liam!
Liam, oh, a roundhouse right to the back of the head of Mark Raspa Jr.
And the referees were distracted, as per usual.
Wow.
Of course, Jake Manley claiming plausible deniability on the apron. And now, these three destructive forces are going to go to town on Mark Raspa Jr.
Manley had his own issues with Raspa over the years, kicking him into a rack airplane spin.
With a torture rack, and another kick by Liam.
Double team by the
It was a triple team, Skylar.
That's definitely some innovative offense on display from the team of the Broad Street Bullies and the Notorious Mimi.
If I was Mark Raspa, I'd be gearing up for the worst. These bullies can deal metric, you-know-what, tons of pain.
Stevie Brooks, a little trash talk in the corner, distracting Liam Black.
Catch them at the top of their game. They're capable of putting anyone in the hospital. That's how these two operate. Adding Mimi into the mix only makes the pain so much worse. You can see Liam crushing Raspa's throat in the middle rope.
And now Mimi back in.
What's she gonna do? The knees on the outside. We used to count for them, Skylar.
But this is a new Mimi you are dealing with. She does not care about giving the fans something fun to do. She's here to take out Mark Raspa Jr. as a double team maneuver being set up. Suplex by Mimi and Liam Black driving down Mark Raspa Jr. as Liam Black now has a chance to put a hurting on the man who he will challenge for the middleweight medallion.
I feel like the crowd chanting Mr. Softy at Liam Black's only going to egg him on even more.
Yeah, what's Liam Black doing?
He's driving him to prove he ain't a Mr. Softy.
We're going for, I think he was thinking fatal kill. Raspa fighting out. He knows what's coming. He knows that move has finished guys off.
He's watching for it, scouting it for their match on April 20th for that middleweight medallion. Oh, Raspa, what is that? Reverse.
Liam went up and over.
Oh.
Liam to the top. There we go.
What is that? Shadow walking the top rope. Now he's doing it again. Oh,
I think he's just getting up there to prove that he can do that. But yes, we heard about it, the shadow walk. Just another tool in the offense of Liam Black. As Jake Manley now with the mounted punches on Mark Raspa Jr. Oh, and drops.
Senton crushing the ribs of Raspa. Stevie, the only competitor in this match who hasn't been in it yet.
She was earlier very briefly, but the rapid fire tags brought in Mark Raspa Jr.
And a beautiful German suplex from Manley.
All the way across the ring. Manley taking exception to Raspa getting involved in his head shaving.
And really all three of the members on this team, including Sebastian, they were all complicit in the shaving of the head of Manley.
Absolutely. I think most of them had their hands on scissors, clippers, what have you.
Manley stated he wants to bring them all down.
Well, I'm sure you'd want to bring somebody down too if they left you bald. And we're looking for a reversal. Look at that dragon sleeper.
Beautiful reversal from Raspa.
Raspa reversed what was going to be a reverse DDT into a dragon sleeper on Manley. It's one of the most impressive counters we've seen here at the Monster Factory. Big boot intercepts Manley as Raspa going to the second rope.
We get action like this on a TRL every Friday night, Skylar.
Diving European uppercut. Fans trying to rally Raspa to get to the corner. He needs to tag into one of the members of It's Complicated in the worst way.
Manley looking for the escape hatch too. Who's gonna get to their corner first, Skylar?
And can they stop the
And
other?
it's the Broad Street Bullies, but Stevie and Liam are in.
Stevie on fire with clothesline.
Takes out Manley. Liam elbows Darling though. Stevie swinging Uranagi. Now one for Manley, too.
Onto his tag team partner with a scoop slam. The power of Stevie Brooks on display.
Oh, Stevie Brooks ducks the line. Double spear. And Mimi's not too pleased in the corner. She's been having her own issues with Stevie Brooks for the last couple of months.
And she's waiting on her. She turns around. Mimi, turns it into a tope suicida to take out Darling and Raspa as Stevie Brooks still in the ring.
Well, she was going for Stevie, but the big plan was to take out the other two members of the team. Stevie catches her, though. She's like, this is what I do, fellas.
Oh, slinging her. straight down. The power slam variation there. And
oh, cutter from Manly. Stevie's down. Now Darling flatliner to Manly. Now Liam with the springboard forearm. Everything's going crazy here, Skylar.
And look out, Mark Raspa Jr. now.
Get the smoke, looking for it.
Oh,
hits the get the smoke.
Did Liam Black ever? And he pins his #1 contender.
And your winners, Christian Darling, Stevie Brooks, and Mark Raspa Jr.
A statement win by Mark Raspa Jr. Unbelievable. What's that got to do to the psyche of Liam Black, the man that you're going to challenge for that middleweight medallion, just pins you 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
Even after all the chaos, all the punishment, the champions stand tall. Can Raspa hold his middleweight medallion against Liam?
Well, time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have to tune in, get your tickets. April 20th, we've been here, right here at the world-famous Monster Factory. We will be back here next Friday night for TRL 80. All the action that you don't want to miss. For Devin Ridley, I am Skylar Ashwood. This has been TRL. We are the world-famous Monster Factory.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you all for coming to TRL 79. Don't forget to join us Sunday, April 20th at 2 p.m. for We've Been Here. And every Friday for TRL